Looks like Gennady Golovkin is open to possibly facing Jaime Munguia if a Canelo fight cannot happen next. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Very interesting times in the middleweight division, and it seems to be that Canelo Alvarez is the key master. A lot of different news. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're up to date with what's going on. I've made videos about a lot of these things, but let me try to catch you guys up. Basically, what's happening is the middleweight division, waits for Canelo to decide what he wants to do. Canelo was rumored to fight a couple different names September 14th. It's about 8.5 weeks away, so it's rapidly approaching. And I think, in my opinion, DAZN and Golden Boy, they're a little bit behind schedule because fighters usually get 8 to 10 weeks to train, somewhere in that neighborhood. And they haven't done a press tour, a press conference, press release, announced who Canelo's going to be fighting. Now, Gennady Golovkin definitely wants the Canelo fight, but it seems as if DAZN wants the Canelo fight as well with Golovkin. But it seems that Canelo himself doesn't want to give Golovkin the fight. He would probably rather age him out, so he can ensure that he probably gets a knockout when they do fight again. Hopefully Golovkin slows down even more. And I don't think Canelo, in my opinion, I don't think he's in a rush to give Golovkin another payday. He feels he beat him fair and square, and he's not really interested in him right now, which creates a big void because DAZN needs a big fight. They're a subscription-based platform. They're significantly more expensive than ESPN Plus, who just acquired the UFC not too long ago, as well as Top Rank Boxing. And they have to be able to justify the price point. So they're looking and weighing on their big stars. Joshua took a loss to Andy Ruiz. I don't know if it's going to be on DAZN, but that's definitely a possibility. And they need Canelo to perform and produce some numbers. So they want him to fight Triple G or Kovalev. That's what all the reports are suggesting. If he fights Kovalev or somebody else, Golovkin is rumored to be interested in fighting Jaime Munguia, which means Jaime Munguia would likely move up to 160, where he doesn't really have any experience, but he is a big dude. He has an interesting fight style considering the fact that he's big. I don't think Jaime Munguia is ready for the Canelos and Triple G's based on his last performance with Dennis Hogan, but this is one of the people that they are considering. I want to know what you guys think. If either Canelo or Triple G were to fight Jaime Munguia, what type of viewership do you think that would do? But it appears that a lot of this is contingent on whatever Canelo decides, whatever his next move is. Triple G wants the Canelo fight. DAZN wants the Canelo fight, but does Canelo want the Triple G fight? And should he go in a different direction, which I don't know, then Golovkin's going to have to fight someone. But this just came in today too. It's a mess. They're saying Canelo's in jeopardy of being stripped of the IBF if he does not fight Sergey Derevyanchenko. He's already missed his window of opportunity to petition for an exemption and fight someone outside of the mandatory. You're supposed to request, like, hey, for X, Y, and Z reason, I want to fight this fight, like a voluntary fight instead of my mandatory in Derevyanchenko. And Golden Boy, from what it sounds like, they didn't talk to Derevyanchenko's people, and they didn't inform the IBF of a valid reason as to why they can't fight the mandatory. So if he doesn't fight his mandatory, unless boxing produces some political magic, it looks like he could get stripped. If he gets stripped, likely that belt will become vacant at middleweight. And guess what? Derevyanchenko and Golovkin are the highest rated people. So then, it's a whole ripple in the pond effect. Now Golovkin, he already avoided Derevyanchenko and opted to fight Vanes Martirosyan just last year. He was supposed to fight Canelo. Canelo failed a drug test with clenbuterol, and he said, I want to still fight in May, Cinco de Mayo weekend, even without Canelo. The IBF said, hey, you got to fight your mandatory because Golovkin had the belts at the time. he says, I want to fight Vanes Martirosyan. They said, well, you're going to have to fight Derevyanchenko next. Golovkin opted to chase Canelo as soon as his suspension was up, so they stripped him. So Canelo Golovkin 2 did not have the IBF belt on the line as a result of not fighting Derevyanchenko. Later, Derevyanchenko and the highest rated person at that time, Daniel Jacobs, fought for the belt, and Jacobs won. He became the IBF champion, and then right after he fought Canelo, and Canelo just beat him. So it's just like a weird mix going on right now. So it's going to be a bad look for Canelo and Triple G. You know, if Canelo gets stripped, I don't know who he's going to fight. He already got stripped basically for not fighting Jermall Charlo. So if he doesn't fight Derevyanchenko, it's not going to be a good look. You know, same thing with Triple G. If Triple G goes after Jaime Munguia, 154-pounder at 160, a guy with no belt at 160, as opposed to fighting Derevyanchenko, a guy he's already swerved last year for a title shot, then I don't see how that benefits DAZN or the careers of Canelo and Triple G. So I can't wait to see what is decided between, you know, these middleweights. All I know is Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo are people who are actively pursuing these fights. So it's mind-boggling that this is such an uphill battle for Canelo, Triple G, and DAZN. It just shows me that it doesn't look like they want to fight them. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We work. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.